Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to take 2 of a video that I've already made, believe it or not. I made a mistake. I've made a few on this channel, but none as bad as this one. I made a whole video about the Canon 700D and I edited it, I put everything together, I uploaded it, and you know what, I left it. I did exactly what I do with every single video. I put it up onto my channel, I made the thumbnail, it went live, and it did well. It did quite well for what I was expecting, but that's not why I'm remaking this video. It's because the video wasn't actually a review of the Canon 700D, it was 18 seconds of B-roll. But by the time that I had realised that, it was already too late. The video had obviously gone public, it had done well, and I didn't notice until the Thursday. Now, I'd uploaded this video on the Sunday, so it had been a fair few days since I actually realised that, oh wait, this video isn't 18 minutes long, it's 18 seconds long. Yes, it was 18 seconds long, so here's my remake. So, the Canon 700D, is it any good? Well, in short, yes. It's still a really good camera. Now, the Canon 700D isn't a specific camera. As something like this can take 10 FPS. This is a sports and wildlife camera. It's a tank. This is designed to, yeah. And it's not something like this, the Canon RP. No. The Canon 700D is kind of a middle ground. You get a 5 FPS burst rate, you get 1080p movie, you get 18 megapixels. It has a cropped sensor. So its specs aren't the best. But at the same time, even in 2022, it produces really nice images and really nice video. As a matter of fact, here I am recording on it. Now, obviously it's not set up to the same standards as my RP, but this is what the shot would look like roughly if I was using this camera, although I would customize it a little bit better. But yeah, because there's my current setup. Canon RP with a 50mm and a big light. So videos do look really, really nice, and because it has stereo microphones inbuilt and a mic in, it means you can use an external microphone. You can vlog with it if you want. Now, I would suggest getting a wide lens, so something like a 10 to 15 or something like that. I would strongly suggest, especially if you do want to, you know, hold it up and vlog with it like Casey Neistat did, which is perfectly fine, even in 2022, it can be done. And because it has an EF and EFS mount, if my camera will focus, I bet it won't. Come on. There we go. Because it has that EF and EFS mount, it means you have access, come on, come back to me. There we go. You have access to a wide variety of lenses. The EF and EFS mount have some of the nicest lenses around, even in 2022. Now, it is sad that Canon have actually discontinued the EF and EFS mount, but what can you do? But for around 200 to 300 pounds, all depending on where you get it from, you can pick one of these up, and yes, you can get really nice images out of it. Up until recently, this camera, this very 700D, was my YouTube camera. It was. I would pair it with either this lens or this one, the Canon 24 to 105. Kind of a generic lens, but it's still a really nice lens at that. Now, there are a few downsides, and the first one that I want to mention is, of course, battery life. They take the LPE8 battery, which isn't Canon's most powerful battery, but it's not Canon's least powerful. They reserved that for the Canon RP. You should still be able to get a whole day's worth of shooting. And if you can't get a whole day's worth of shooting, you can pick up third-party battery packs on Amazon and eBay and stuff like that for ridiculously cheap prices. Well, that's what I did anyway. I picked up about 3 of these, labelled them, and yeah. And then because this was released in 2015 and it is a crop censored body, low light is not going to be the best. It's not going to be the worst. I have other cameras that do worse than this. Low light is going to be okay, but compared to modern cameras, it is going to suffer. Now, I have big, grippy, fat finger hands, and the grip on the Canon 700D is very, very small, like ridiculously small. Can you focus? And it doesn't really fit. Even my little finger, sorry, there you go, look, let's switch places. It doesn't fit. Now, you can get around this by just buying a battery grip, which will increase your battery life and give you more grip down here and give you a vertical grip as well. So I would advise you do that. I think Newer have some really good cheap ones if you decide to go third party. But other than them, yeah, the Canon 700D is a really good camera, and I'm kind of really sad to say goodbye to it. Well, when I say goodbye to it, I mean it's going into my cupboard where the 5D Mark II is, to only come out once or twice a year for me to do a video. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me in this video. I'll see you in the next one.